here, and then just flip it over onto itself. Boom. Saves you so much time and it is significantly easier.
That's kind of how our mornings and day-to-day look. Good morning. It is Tuesday. Say hello.
Hey.
Hello. Good morning. It is Tuesday. It is 9 a.m. We have had the most chill morning ever. Oliver slept in until like 7:30, which is insane. And it was the best break ever.
I know we keep talking about having a teething baby, but for all of you parents out there, teething is not for the faint of heart. We have been exhausted. So this break was like a little mini vacation. It was awesome.
It was like a little miniature spa date this morning. That's why we're starting to record this so late today. Typically we like start recording our day and like our eBay stuff like around 7 to 8. But yeah, it's 9 a.m. We're getting started. Today's gonna be a super chill day because it's very snowy still outside. Let's go outside real quick and show these people how beautiful and snowy it is. But Oliver woke up in a fantastic mood, which is always great. But yeah, teething sucks. Teething really, really sucks. It's not fun. Look at that. That is beautiful. The city is just ever so perfectly dusted with snow. It is absolutely gorgeous. Just look at that. I mean, they said it was supposed to snow like kind of like 30% or so, but yeah, this is a good one. Clouds are super heavy and still low lying, so we might still get a little bit more, which would be pretty cool, but yeah. All that to say, we're gonna have a super chill day. We're not gonna do anything today besides maybe something fun and creative, if that's the way the day goes. And maybe we will record another podcast episode, which will be super fun. Yeah.
Let us know what you guys thought of the first podcast. Do we like it? What do you want to know more about? What do you want to talk about? Tell us everything.
We love critical feedback. It sucks, and that's totally fine too. Don't care, you're not gonna hurt our feelings. We are here for the money, and if people tell us we suck, we're gonna change, because that's what successful people do. They adapt. So maybe that's what this video will be about adaptability. Because in the past 3 years, going through this like little journey of creating this business, and it sounds stupid because all we do is sell stuff online, but man, what a journey it's been. Like, from getting ripped off by crackheads to like buying pallets of stuff to being broke to taking loans to getting a warehouse and moving out literally like 18 hours later. It's insane, guys. Like, you have to adapt or you will fail and you will crumble, and no matter what you do. You have anything to say on that?
It's other than it's very true, and like gives you critical feedback. If there's an area in your life that like you have to adapt, if you choose to be offended and have your feelings hurt, take those situations and like, what can they teach you? What can you learn from it? Is there a shred of truth to what people are saying or to what's going on in your business? Like, if you can always find a way to take some kind of accountability, it's just, bottom line, what I'm trying to say is don't be offended, just do better.
If a customer leaves like negative feedback, like your shipping was slow, that's not them saying like, hey, Martha's the worst person in the world because their shipping was slow. It's like, hey, like your package arrived slowly, so maybe you can do a little bit better next time. That's all it is. If you're the kind of person that's just gonna close up from criticism or feedback, you'll never survive in the internet. The second you get that first weird YouTube comment, you're gonna close up shop. Like,
you kind of have to be confident in your own abilities too, but also be humble enough to at least consider negative feedback. Like, if someone, like Sebastian said, if your lighting sucks, check the frame. Be like, did my lighting suck in that video? And if it didn't and it really looked great, then that guy's an asshole and you can move on with your life. But if it sucked, be like, yeah, it is pretty dark, I get it.
Yeah, and that's okay. And that's okay to like be critical with yourself and like always be improving. And like, what you did last week is not what you should be doing this week. You know, like, you should be improving as a parent, as a business owner, as an individual. You know, like, if you're still running with the same friends that you were in high school and you're 35 years old, something is probably wrong in your life and your income level is probably really low. It's just, it's something with people when they don't change, they don't grow up from an old friend group, and like, you can see a clear correlation. Those people are typically just the same guys playing video games in their basement in their mom's house. Like,
and I guarantee you that if you tried to like criticize them in any way and tell them like, they needed to get a job or something, most likely they're gonna be like pissed off. Like, how dare you?
Yeah, like, and you wonder why these people go through this perpetual cycle of nonsense and they keep battling like these demons that don't really exist. They're just like made up in their heads, and like they think people are trying to keep them down, but it's really just them not being able to either be self-aware enough to be like, hey, like I suck, or being too like rigid in their ways and like not adapting and not changing with the times. And it's not like a jab at old people. This is, a lot of young people have this issue as well. They get stuck in this cycle of, well, these are my friends, this is what I do, this is what we do, this is what we've always done, like smoking 3 blunts in an afternoon on a boat. Like that was my reality, you know, like that's all I did with my friends. All Cheyenne did was pray, you know, like that's all she did. Where do you think that got her? Absolutely nowhere.
Absolutely nowhere.
What financial success did that bring you? Praying all the time.
Debt.
Debt.
Debt and a lack of direction. It was great.
There you go. So it's like, it's not a jab at any certain person or anything, but we're just saying, if you get stuck in the same cycle and you don't even know why you're stuck in that same cycle, maybe it's like your family's tradition, maybe it's just, you just don't know any better. No one's ever shown you any better. Guys.
But bottom line with all of this comes down to humility.
Exactly.
You have to be humble in your business, in your life, in your relationships. There's no room for pride in any of it, or like you're gonna have a hard time.
You're gonna have a hard time, and that's the thing. Not a lot of people are self-aware. Like, when you look at the most successful people in the world, they're self-aware people. Like, the richest people in the world, they do the same exact things for the same exact reasons. Like, guys, it's not really hard to become successful. You become healthy spiritually, mentally, and physically. Like, those are the 3 pillars of like success before you even get started talking about money.
Is pride in any of those?
Is pride in any of those?
I don't think so.
Exactly. Like, guys, your pride is garbage. It means nothing. You need to like throw that away. Like, it.
I'll tell you what, the best part and my favorite part of mine and Sebastian's relationship is the uncandid ability to just be like, hey, what you're doing is really shitty, or hey, that meal that you cooked totally sucked. And the ability to like give each other feedback directly in a safe way and knowing the other person's gonna receive it well creates such a safe environment for your relationships. And it's the same way in your businesses, you know, if you have people working for you, if you're in a relationship, if you have kids, just the ability to be humble, like it means the world, and it's gonna make your life so much easier and so much better. Because have you ever met a prideful person that you're like, holy shit, that person is so happy? Like, they must be just so thrilled with their life. No, it doesn't happen.
It's true. It's like, we're not trying to change anyone overnight. Like, you are the person you are for whatever reason you are. Your life experiences matter, and like, we support that. Like, but what we don't support is people thinking that the old way or like the family tradition or like anything like this, because it's the right thing to do, or, oh, what will people think? That's not okay. You need to be able to adapt and like realize that not everyone is always going to support you in life. And even your family, they may talk down on you. They may think you're stupid. They may tell you to get a job. They may tell you to like do anything but what you're passionate about doing. Why are you gonna let someone in your family slow you down? Why are you gonna let anyone slow you down? That's ridiculous. And people do it every day because of like this old nonsensical way of life or tradition or like family name or in the name of heritage and spirit. Like,
Oh, come on.
it's ridiculous, guys. Like, you need to adapt. You need to move past these social norms. Because let me tell you, social norms are changing every single day, and they're going down the pipe. Like, they are going away, guys. Like, be yourself, be free. Like, it's 2020. You can do whatever you want to do because of the internet, okay? Like, what your family thinks of you should not matter that much to you. Like, if they think poorly of you because you're following your dreams and your passions, or you're doing something different or on the fringe, then why do you want them in your life as your family? Like, build your own family, create your own reality. Like, adapt to everything, even those kinds of obstacles. We just hate when people are like making excuses for no real legitimate reason. Like, there's so many people every day on the internet that just make an excuse about like businesses or why their life sucks, just because they can't be accountable and they can't adapt and change their life because they're scared of change. You know?
Absolutely.
I don't know what else to say about that.
Honey, you're like a little Tony Robbins.
I am like a little Tony Robbins. I'm trying to just...
Guys, I will tell you that the moment that my life changed is when I started to take accountability for the things that I got myself involved in. And like, don't get me wrong, there have been times in my life where like I was a victim. But the ability to be humble, to take accountability, to not be prideful, and to adjust accordingly so you can live a better life is a much better way to live than like with a victim mentality. And you will always need to adapt. You will always need to adapt to a new way of thinking, and you cannot do that if you're prideful. Only humility is going to allow you to do that. So take that with you today. Don't be an asshole. Say sorry if you need to say sorry to some people. Bam, bam, bam. That's all I got.
It's okay for men to be emotional. It's okay for men to be sad. It's okay for dads to cry. I tear up almost every single day because of Oliver. And it's okay to be real with yourself. Just because you're a tough dude doesn't mean you don't feel shit on the inside, and don't say you don't, because you do. The toughest men in the world can express their emotions and talk about their feelings. And if you comment and saying, oh, that's stupid, blah, blah,
well, then you're probably really sad.
Yeah, you're probably really sad. The only people that leave mean comments on YouTube are really sad losers. It's just...
Like anytime we get a mean comment, I'm like, man, that person must feel so bad about themselves.
It's so
Cheers,
funny.
buddy. I hope you get better.
Like, enjoy your miserable life. Like, you guys remember that scene in The Wolf of Wall Street where he's throwing money on them off the boat? Enjoy your... Yeah, man, enjoy your miserable life. Yeah. That's how I feel. It's like, enjoy your miserable life, because my reality is so blessed, and like our reality is so blessed and so beautiful, and it's ever growing and it's ever changing and it's ever adapting, because we never ever stop. Yep. We don't care who the president is. We don't care what's happened this year, because next year it'll be different. 2 years from now it'll be different, and we're gonna keep adapting. That's what you guys need to do. If you guys want to adapt with us, make sure you like and subscribe. We're always going to talk about nonsense like this on here because we can. It's our channel and we have absolutely no loyalties. ResellerJunkie.com if you want to join in this fun online adventure and making money.
If you need help on learning how to adapt and learning how to grow your business, if you're not sure where to start, there's tools for you there.
There's a free beginner's guide to reselling. There's a really good blog there where we go even more in depth than on YouTube, so make sure you subscribe there. Until the next time, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.